네, 저는 오늘 통영 국제 트리엔날레에 왔습니다. 오늘 전시장을 어제 좀 돌아봤고요. 여기 지금 제가 있는 곳은 통영 국제 트리엔날레 주재관입니다. 여기 마침 다니엘 예술 감독을 만나서 이번 전시에 대해서 이야기 들어보도록 하겠습니다.
Hello, my name is Daniel Capellia. I'm the International Commissioner, Curator and Art Director of the show Take Your Time at the Tongyong Triennale 2022. Take Your Time is an invitation to slow down in a big period of crisis. There is a lot of problems we have to face. This is a big challenge for humanity now because of the pollution of nature and the pollution of the mind of the people. So the clock is ticking for a lot of reasons, for the climate change, for the disappearance of the biodiversity on Earth, and it makes people very stressed, makes people very tense, and so we have to deal with this new anxiety. This is a global anxiety today. So in order to heal the people and to reconnect the people with the nature and to reconnect the people with themselves, we think that art is the best medium today, and this is a universal language as well. So this exhibition is a suite of artworks starting from the 19th century up to the 21st century. So it goes from craft, things made by hand, fine art, design, and then it goes to virtual reality, artificial intelligence, and neurodesign. So time is an essential constituent of this exhibition. So the exhibition is undertitled Sourcing the Past, Minting the Present, and Shaping the Future. This is why we have a continuity in the artworks, so from the 19th century up to the 21st century, as I said. I brought a painter from the 19th century, Edouard Tenosi. This is a premiere in Asia. And it's a very interesting story because 3 years ago this painter was completely forgotten. So he was not even in art history in France. And a young curator called Guillaume Liffrand has been discovering this small painting, miniature landscape from Provence. And he started to collect them in the south of France. And he was buying this painting, like €2 in the market, and with a farmer from, who had something in their attics. And he made a collection of almost 400 paintings like this. And 2 years ago, he came to see me and asking me how can we show this to the world, because it was his mission to show this painter to the world and to put him in light, back in light. So we've been working on this painter with a website, with different files, and we found the Connaught Gallery in London, which is one of the most prestigious fine art gallery in UK. And we had a very successful exhibition in London. And while I'm talking to you now, there is a big exhibition in New York as well. And the price of this painter have been rising from €2 to €65,000 today. So it is becoming a very important painter, back into the history. And I'm very pleased to make this premiere here in Tongyong because there is a very similar atmosphere between this landscape from the south of France and the landscape of Tongyong as well, And I hope we will be able to make soon a major exhibition in Seoul.
네, 이번 전시에 그 명상을 주제로 한 이런 작품이 나왔기 때문에 전시장을 돌아보니까 블랙박스로 많이 처리가 되어 있고요. 또 다니엘 감독님이 이 전시를 맡아서 진행했을 때 어려웠던 점, 또 앞으로 이 통영 트리엔날레가 어떻게 발전해 갔으면 좋을까에 대한 어떤 멘트, 이걸 잠깐 얘기해 주시죠.
5 months ago, I came for the first time in this building, and I was very surprised. I was very surprised that because it's completely non-appropriate to make an art exhibition in a former office building. So I came into this building and my very first intuition that was a black box. So to separate the people from the outside world and to make them come into their, within themselves. So black box was first a very important aesthetic choice, because in the black, in the dark, you have a loss of bearings about space and time. And this was my intention to put the people in a very different atmosphere. And also I think it's very important to be able to go into the darkness to find the light, because here the light is only brought by the artworks. So you are guided into this space just by the artworks, not by external light. That was the first thing about the black box. The challenge here was, it's not an art place, so it's not a museum, it's not a gallery. So we had some challenge here, architectural challenge, technical challenge, and I was very pleased to work with a wonderful team, with a great curator, Ye Yong Cho, and a great technical director, Dong Yuk Kwak, with a magician, behind the scene. So we were able to reach a very high level of execution to show the real potential for this artwork, and to satisfy the artist as well and the audience. Then my wish for Tongyong is, I came here, I'm a guy from the countryside in the south of France, so I'm very close to nature. I was raised in the nature, and this is the subject of the exhibition: the survival of the, of our spaces, the survival of the nature. And I think it's very important for me to come here as a very humble gardener, and I decided to sow seeds of art in Tongyong. This is why the show is called the Seeds. So the triennale is called the Seeds. And for the future, it's very important for the people to, water these seeds, make them grow, make them blossom, and harvest, maybe in 3 years from now, for the next triennale. I hope, people will have a much better display, and it will attract more people in Tongyong, and people from abroad, and people from Seoul, and with a lot of success. So I'm very honored and very pleased that we were able to do such a show here, this kind of show here, which is a unusual show. It's not a very classic art show format. It's also a total global immersive and meditative experience. So I wish the people will have a very precious moment and a very memorable moment that they can cherish, they will be able to cherish in the future. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.